Hi everyone, Stacy from Dies to Die For. I'm back for night 22 of our 25 Dies of Christmas. And tonight I have Grace and Lexi here helping me. Say hi, girls.
Hi.
They're going to be my adhesive helpers, I guess. All right, tonight we're going to use our Fireplace die. And I'm going to show you how to use that. Take it over here. Okay, our Fireplace die comes like this. And then you take the two pieces apart. Then for the background that you can see, the dark gray, you just cut this solid piece out. And I'll cut it real quick and show you. Or Grace will cut it real quick and show you. If she can get it. She was struggling with the machine before we turned the camera on. Almost there. All right. Okay, and then you just get your background piece. And then you would take this piece. There's two ways to do this piece. Either you could put it on your paper and cut it out just like that. Actually, you could use it on the paper just like that. That'd be kind of cool. But then you would come back with this piece, line it up, tape it down. Let's get that in there. Tape it down and then run it through the machine like that. Or you would take the die and center this piece, tape it on there, and then run this whole thing through the machine so you get this front part. And then on this we also have, that I didn't use on this card, but we have the Santa's feet. These are made so that you can put them right inside the fireplace, like Santa's coming down the chimney. Just thought I'd point that out because we did not use that piece in this card. Okay, anyway, there's our Santa's fireplace. Let me move these up here. And then show you what else I did. I've already assembled both of my Santa's fireplaces because they take a while to glue, and I didn't want you to have to wait. So this one, I already put my mantle and my garland on. And we'll put that on the second piece quick. Okay, well, I put this on the fireplace. Grace is gonna glue that for me. Or glue the garland. And I've also taken, like, you can put anything on this mantle. I've taken the our Christmas light corner strand of lights and put it up there, and I've put a little wreath there. It's really fun to decorate the fireplace. Okay, now both of the fireplaces, let's see, I hung those stockings the wrong way. I just put two stockings right where the garland gathers at the top. Okay, now I gotta do it on the other. Grace is gonna do it on the other fireplace while I show you the rest. Grace, can you let Lex help you? Okay, then for this red piece, I wanted to kind of a layered look, but not straight stacked. I wanted it offset, but I didn't have a torn edge rectangle or any of my rectangles that were long enough to fill this card or long enough to really show much through it. So what I did was I cut my rectangle out, my torn edge rectangle, and then I cut it in half. And I think Can't remember if this one, I did go around the edges of these with gray. I was trying to see whether I had already done it or not. I don't see it. I went around the edges of the green and the red rectangles with gray, just to stand it out a little. Lex, can you please put some glue on the back of those two pieces for me? Yeah. Okay, once she gets that, actually while she's doing that, help her, Grace. While she's doing that, I'm going to show you, I used our small stitched edge rectangles for our green piece. This was a little bit smaller than what I used. And I also used this for the Happy Holidays word on the A2 card, girls, on the A2 card. On the slimline card, I actually used a different word, so we'll go over that in a minute, but I used our small stitch rectangles in 2 places on there. Now, hold on, I gotta put a little bit more glue on the edges of this rectangle. Okay, can you please?
Can I place it?
I'm gonna go around this one with my gray, and then Grace is gonna put some glue on the back of that while I show you how I did the red.
Right here.
Okay, I took these, and you kind of want them to match up or look like they're still a continuous rectangle. So I tried to line them up like they would actually fit together, if that makes sense. This one needs to spin just a hair, and it's not a big gap that you need in there, just a little bit. I just wanted it a little bit longer. That's an easy way to make it longer for you. And then this green piece is going to go right on top of it and cover up where you just cut it apart. And that's kind of the stacked look that I was going for. Okay, then I also forgot to show you, when you cut your fireplace piece out, there's this piece in the middle. I always cut straight across. I forgot on the die to leave a cut line there, but I cut straight across and then just put that in the fireplace so it looks like there's a background there, or you can just cut a straight piece of paper and glue it behind there. So let's get our fireplace on our slimline card. Oops, got some on my mat. Would somebody like to run and grab me a piece of paper towel, please? Okay, and then on my original card, I left the fireplace up a little bit, so it was more on this green square. Grace did not like that idea. She said that the fireplace needs to go all the way to the bottom because it wouldn't be floating in air. So we're gonna try that on this card. Make sure it's stuck down, then you take this little gray piece and insert it in there so it doesn't look like you have a big empty spot on the back of your fireplace there. Okay, I need this, Grace. Now we're going to make the fire for the inside, and for that I cut out a white piece and a brown piece from the Santa's fireplace. The fire's included in that. Then I took my slippery when wet Simon Hurley ink. That's my yellow color. And I'm just gonna rub the fire a little till it's as yellow as I want it. Then I took my Simon Hurley Bee Sting, which is one of my new colors. I've been waiting for this color to come in for a long time. It was on back order. Then I just went right in the center Made it a little red. Then you're gonna cut the logs off of your white part. And I don't like to cut straight. I want it to look a little more natural, so I kind of make it wavy. A little adhesive on that. Stick it right down. More adhesive. And then put your fireplace right in there. Then I tried just putting the all is calm word right on the card up here, but it was way too plain. So I took our stitched accent ribbons and cut them out in red. Get some adhesive on the back of that. And then I put that. Oh, I just realized I didn't do the red around the edges of the card, but we can do that in a minute. That right there somewhere. Actually, I'm going to leave this one up a little bit more because we had an idea a few minutes ago. And cut the edges off. Then I took our basic squares. This is our basic square set. It goes all the way up to 6 inches. If you don't have a machine that can accommodate this, and I use the Big Shot, and this larger square just barely fits on it. You have to have it on there just right, but if you don't have a machine that fits it, you can always just take that outer layer off and use the rest of them. The rest fit in a machine just fine. Most of the machines, unless you're trying to use them in a little sidekick, then nope, they're not gonna fit. Okay, anyway, I cut out, oh, let's see. These two, I cut out a frame with this piece and then use this inside piece to mount my word on. And Grace is going to put some adhesive on the back of that for me. While I go around my card edge with my bee sting ink again. Because we all know that I cannot stand not putting ink on a card. Okay, she's almost done with that there. Then I already adhered my all is calm word onto this. Here's our all is calm word. So I'm gonna offset this a little bit also. Kind of like that. So the word is straight and the square is kind of crooked. And I put this one on it straight. Don't ask me why, it just adds a little, for me it adds a little interest. I tried to put just the square on straight and I had a bigger red piece and it looked like Santa's belt to me, and that's not what I was going for. So okay, while that dries 1 second, I'm just gonna put my fireplace on my, okay, Grace is gonna put my fireplace on my A2 card. And then when we got here, Grace and I and Lex were all looking at the card and thought it looked a little plain in there. So I did not do this on my original, but I'm doing it on this card. We cut out a few more stockings and we're just gonna hang them right on that square. What, honey? Okay, so there's that piece. Or that slimline card. Now let's just get our A2 card together really quick. And I don't know about having this fireplace down that low. I think on the slimline it needs to be up higher to fill in some of that empty space. Okay, then for this card, this is where I use the smaller stitched rectangle, and then I use the Happy Holidays words. I used a different word than what I did on the slimline because the All is Calm just did not fit right. It took up too much space on the fireplace. So we switched to Happy Holidays that fit right above it. Okay. Here we go. And then another thing that we had also talked about on this card was maybe putting a wreath there. I don't know, you could do that if you wanted. That would look cute instead of the stockings, but there are tonight's cards. That was day 22 of our 25 Dies of Christmas. If you have enjoyed our videos so far, don't forget to like and subscribe so you get notifications, and ring the bell so you get notifications when our videos are on. Thank you for watching. We will see you again tomorrow night for night 23. Have a great night.
Bye.